and goading them to take the outside shot instead with that 2-3 zone defense. Dillinger, 8 points in the game, all scored in the second period. Our good commissioner, Sonny Barrios, with our technical consultant, Ronnie Guevara, who has spent 40 good years of his life in officiating. He even spent 6 years as a supervisor of officials in Qatar. Oh, what a shot!
Enrico is livid.
Yeah, he's back to that raise the roof gesture of holding up his shirt. A slam dunk coming from Rico Villanueva.
Power play there puts Barangay Ginebra on top by 11. Dillinger.
And Villanueva and Dillinger. A physical confrontation. Dillinger has become very aggressive in this game.
You can see the intensity written all over our players' faces here. Let's take a look at this. Yakult slam dunk. Enrico Villanueva throwing it down with the exclamation point there, and that is our Yakult slam dunk.
And that was despite Ali Peak's defense. And good presence of mind for Rico Villanueva. You know, despite the defense, he did not hold up his left hand. It would have been called for a ward if he did. And he got the shot down with his right hand, but then he committed a foul at the other end.
Jared Dillinger, offensive-minded here today, already in double digits with 10.
Dillinger was the hero of Talk and Text's win, that 1-point win over Ginebra in game number 2 of this series.
Ronald Tubid. Loose ball picked up by the Mountain Peak. Lead pass, Ritualo to Dillinger. Now Alapag. This will stay with the white shirts here, only 11 on their shot clock.
Now against that 2-3 zone defense, you see Talk and Text moving that ball around the perimeter, but no one's cutting inside. So in the end, they're going to have to take an outside shot, which they did.
Celino Cruz. Intal. Now Enrico. Here's Villanueva. Repost down low. Villanueva finding Cruz.
And Cruz was fouled. He was spot by Randall Ritualo. You see the extra pass of Barangay Ginebra. That's the way you play team basketball. The repost, the pass, and then the extra pass inside. Getting the shot and going to the line is Celino Cruz. And here's an interesting point. Talking about Celino Cruz, who's 32 years old. He was originally a Talk and Text draft pick. Celino Cruz bumped and fouled by Renren Ritualo. He was a third-round draft choice back in 2002. Did not play in the PBA until 2004 with Shell.
Well, surprise package here, Quinito. Coach Chotres pulling out pulling in Bong Escobal for Talk and Text and really digging deep into his bench.
Well, I think he realizes that Ginebra gets a lot of points and a lot of offense from the guards. So Bong Escobal is there for defensive purposes. He's there to take on whoever is assigned to him on that back line, on that backcourt position.
Celino Cruz wants to go back to Villanueva. Instead, he drives it. And this is going to be an offensive foul on Enrico.
It looks like an illegal pick. Villanueva a little overeager in setting the pick there for Celino Cruz.
Barangay Ginebra calls for time here. The 2:40 mark of the second period. They're ahead by a dozen. You're back with us live here inside the Araneta Coliseum, and time now for our KFC assist delivery off the quarter. Villanueva was sneaking in a pass to Cruz. Enjoy watching PBA with Finger Lickin' Food. Dial 887-8888 now. Ranidel De Ocampo inside, losing the leather. Now Celino, aggressive.
And he'll go to the line. You know, he picked the pocket I think of Ranidel de Ocampo at the other end, and he just took it all the way to the other side. Salina Cruz, a very heady player. He knew the Talking Tex defense still wouldn't be adjusted to stop the fast break attack.
And he'll throw back to the line, and we've had a lot of free throws in this ball game. Still 2:13 before the halftime break.
You know, my description of Salina Cruz is he's a survivor. And after he was, as you take a look at Willie Marshall there, the executive assistant of our commissioner and the media bureau chief, along with our PBA chairman, Lito Alvarez. Willie Marshall and Alvarez, we're talking about Salina Cruz being a survivor. We'll talk to you a little bit more about Salina Cruz as this game progresses.
Alapag inside to De Ocampo. Ranidel. Nice footwork underneath.
Now, how he was able to get inside position, I mean, that's a cause for concern for Coach Joseph Ichico. They were playing with a 2-3 zone defense. That's supposed to take away that inside play of Ranidel de Ocampo.
Salvacion. Back outside. JC Intal to Cruz. 5 on the shot clock. Cruz nails it. Swishing it in. Now Salina Cruz with 8 points. Escobar pulls it out. Now Cardona. De Ocampo sealing, getting position inside, and again Ranidel de Ocampo using the glass.
He's a good post-up player. He's got that nice quick spin. And Coach Joseph Ichico must devise a defense to stop him from getting possession that close to the basket.
Villanueva asking for the ball. Enrico back out to Intal, who takes it. And he is fouled.
He was fouled by, was it Harvey Carey? A two-man game there being played by those two Ateneans.
That's the first personal foul on Harvey Carey, but fouling Intal from three-point range.
And that shows you the respect that Talking Tex has for JC Intal. You foul him taking the outside shot. Is that a three-pointer? It's a three-pointer.
Yes. So now Barangay Ginebra building on this lead. Their biggest lead in the ballgame was 15 points, Quinito, and right now it stands at 14. Intal, his second free throw, no good.
Barangay Ginebra has made a living out of the three-point shot. They have now scored 9 three-pointers. Tama ba yun? Okay, 5 three-pointers. Can hardly see the screen. 5 three-pointers. Against Talking Tex, ilan na ba ang three-pointer ng Talking Tex? Wala pa three-pointer ng Talking Tex. Malaking diferensya yun, ha?
That's a big
and look at that air ball. But that shot was contested by Mark Tagiwa. So 0 3-point conversion for Talking Tex against 5 for Ginebra. 0 out of 13 for Talking Tex. It's not that they're not trying. They are trying to nail that three-pointer.
So the outside artillery of Talking Tex so far, they have not found the mark.
And guess what? Ginebra is up by 15. And 5 three-pointers give you 15 points.
Traveling violation on Barangay Ginebra. Still a possession here with 19.2 ticks before the halftime break. We'll take a 30-second timeout. And this is brought to you by Handy Fix. First aid ng bahay mo. Bonds all, seals all. Handy Fix.
Now, Barangay Ginebra, Paulo has done an excellent job of playing team defense. They're holding Talking Tex down to 41 points. And in terms of field goal percentage, Talking Tex is hitting 34%. And that's really, really low for a high-scoring team like Talking Tex. And I've made some computations, Paulo, and I figured out that in the 12 wins of Barangay Ginebra in the double round eliminations, they held their opponents to an average of 88.8 points. As you see, Richard Gomez enjoying the game.
Yes, he is here. A lot of beautiful faces also inside the big dome enjoying this game.
Last shot time here for Talking Tex.
Alapag holding on to it. 7 on the shot clock.
Barangay Ginebra in the penalty. You don't want to give up the foul. Oh, nice play. Nice execution. With a second to go.
Perfectly run offense. Lead pass to Celino Cruz. And this one will go out of bounds with 0.4 of a second remaining. Another 30-second timeout called here, this time by Coach Jong Wichico.
Well, they're going to be inbounding from behind the basket, so there's a chance for a catch and shoot.
This timeout brought to you by Handy Fix. Ang first aid ng bahay mo. Bonds all, seals all. Handy Fix.
And Paolo, the point we were making earlier about Barangay Ginebra playing good defense, when they're holding opponents to less than 90 points a game, they're winning. The problem is, in the 13 wins of Talking Text registered this conference, 9 of them came when the Talking Text Tropang Texters scored at least 100 points. So that's the big challenge facing Ginebra. Can Ginebra hold Talking Text to less than 90 in this game? So far, they're in good stead because Talking Text has scored 43 points in this game times 2. That's 86 points. That's less than 90.
Celino Cruz with the inbound. Harvey Carey doing a good job of batting it away, but the story here in the first 2 quarters of play has really been Barangay Ginebra getting this sizable lead here, 56-43, and it has been a team effort, Quinito.
That's right, and getting a good lift from the Fast and the Furious. They're back in business.
Well, Cheska is with Mark Kagiwa.
Of course, Mark Kagiwa. You know, Text is always an offensive threat. In the previous game, 7 of their players scored double digits. What do you need to do to make sure that they do not repeat that performance tonight?
Well, same thing. Last game we were up by 16 or 17 at the first half, and they won second half. So same thing. Do what we're doing and be more aggressive on defense and play a lot smarter.
All right, and now the Fast and the Furious are back together on the court again. What kind of impact do you think this has on the team and on the fans, because they are loving it?
It's always easy when Jay gets back. He makes the game a lot more easier, especially for the other guards and the other players. There's no pressure when you're trying to pressure him, and everything is calm. Like not just JJ.
All right, thank you, Mark. Good luck. All right, more PBA action coming your way, so keep it here on Solar TV.
They're back with us here inside the Big Dome, and after 2 quarters of play, Barangay Ginebra with a baker's dozen advantage here, 56-43, as they were on fire in the first half. Paulo Trella alongside Quinito Henson, and a lot of guys really stepping up here for Barangay Ginebra.
A lot of guys, but it's been team effort. And we're not just talking of Barangay Ginebra that's sitting on a lead, but also talking Text. But I think the key for Ginebra's early surge here is that they're playing tough defense. They've held Talking Text to just 35% shooting from the floor. Plus, they've also limited Talking Text to just 5 assists.
Well, let's take a look and review our Dean's List that we discussed at the top of the coverage, Quinito. And we'll start out here with Barangay Ginebra.
Well, for Barangay Ginebra, we talked about their team now or never. They haven't done a good job of protecting the interior. Talking Text getting a lot of points from the inside. But they have managed not to give Talking Text room to breathe. And you check out the assist to turnover ratio, Barangay Ginebra, so much better a performance in terms of assist to turnovers. Outside artillery, you see the stats there. Talking Text, not a single 3-point conversion so far, and Ginebra already with 5 knockdowns.
On the other hand, for Talking Text to make a comeback here in the second half, what do they have to look into?
Well, Barangay Ginebra had 2 check marks out of 3. Talking Text has 2 X marks out of 3. The relievers have not been on fire. Coach Otres pleading, begging for production from the bench. He's not getting it yet. Not as much as Ginebra is getting from the relievers. Fouling with a purpose, that's a big X mark. Ginebra has gone to the line 16 times and they've canned 15 free throws. While Talking Text, they've gone 9 out of 12. But they've done a good job of controlling the offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds, they've got 10 so far in this game against 4 for Ginebra. Second chance points, 4 for the Tropang Texters, none for Barangay Ginebra. So that's 1 check mark out of 3 for the Tropang Texters.
Well, Coach Jong Wichico staying with that small lineup here, 4 guards, as you mentioned, on the floor. And look at this, for Talk and Text, Coach Chot Reyes starting out with Alapag and Castro together with Cardona.